we're going to explore a few of the highlights of great rabbi and Kabbalist. His name was Rabbi Shem Attiya. Now, it's not exactly known the period where he was exactly born or passed away. Reported over here, actually using the encyclopedia main website.com. He was born in the year 1530 and passed away after around the year 1601. Now, he was a famous rabbi and a Kabbalist. And he would actually live, especially in his younger period, I think, in Salonika, in modern-day Greece, and would settle in Tzfat, one of the four holy cities of Israel, along with Tiberias, Hebron, and Jerusalem, I think before the year 1570. Now, what's most noticeable is that Rabbi Attiya was one of 12 outstanding Talmidim of the famous Rabbi Yitzchak Luria, Ashkenazi, really great rabbi. It's actually very interesting. At that point in time, it was a golden age of mystical Torah learning in Tzfat, and Rabbi Luria was one of the greatest teachers over there, one of the greatest Kabbalists of all time. Among Rabbi Luria's other Talmidim, for example, included Rabbi Chaim Vital, very great Rabbi Isaac Saruk, Rabbi Shmuel ben Yitzchak de Zeda, and also Rabbi Yosef ibn Tabul, really great rabbis, among many other great rabbis at that point in time, and we've spoken about this on various occasions before. It's actually interesting. Rabbi Isaac Luria would actually request of Rabbi Chaim Vital to, let's just reveal over the hidden secrets of the Kabbalah, which had been learned from generation, itself. So that's very interesting. Now, Rav Shem Attiya was brilliant, and I believe he's documented to date, according to the encyclopedia article here, his only extant, let's just say, halachic work, Jewish law work in of itself, is his response on the laws of the sabbatical year, which is published in the response of Akat Rochel. I think that was printed in 1791, at number 25, to be precise, of Rabbi Yosef Kaaru. Now, it's actually interesting, we're speaking about this at the moment, because this week's parsha happens to be Parshat Bahar, which actually speaks all about the laws of sabbatical year, so it's actually appropriate we speak about this at the same time. Now, I think there was a Nathan Shapira. Rabbi Nathan Shapira would include Rabbi Attiya's responsum, let's say, for example, on the topic of wine made by Gentiles, in introduction of his book called Yain HaMeshumar. Now, Rabbi Nathan Shapira's book, who actually is spoken about, I think, also in this series before, I think was printed in Venice in the year 1660, so close to around 60 years, or around that area, after Rav Shem Attiya's time, respectively. In Tzfat, he would give an approbation to the sponsor of the famous great Rabbi Moses Galante. Remember, I think it was Moshe Galante Rishon and Shashini. They were great rabbis of that time, I think, head rabbis of Jerusalem, respectively. And he would also be a signatory to the regulation passed by the great Talmidim of Tzfat, let's say, exempting the great rabbis over there from taxation from various misim at that point in time. It's reported over that Rav Attiya would leave Tzfat, I think around the year 1591, and we're not sure where good. I think he was mentioned then among the great rabbis of Adriano Paul. So remember, at that point in time, especially Adrian Paul, there was a great Torah Jewish community. So he was moving about a little bit. You can see from different realms up here, but it was reported over that at that point in time, 1591, he was a great Talmud. I don't know the exact date when he arrived there or not. And I believe in the year 1601, he was once again in Tzfat, where he would head over there, the Bet Ba'ad, that is a local community council he was rabbi of. And his signature will appear first among the 20 leading scholars of Tzfat. So I'm not too sure the exact date he passed away. We know that we've got this document of what happened in 1601 there, but I'm not too sure the exact date of the great rabbi's passing. He would leave over really great descendants, including the famous Rabbi Ezra Attiya, who would live many. I think Rabbi Ezra Attiya passed away in the year 1970, respectively. He would become the Rosh Yeshiva of Yeshivat Porat Yosef. Rabbi Ezra Attiya would, and I think he himself, Rabbi Ezra Attiya, was born in the year 1885, I think, in Aleppo in Syria. So I think it was part of the Ottoman Empire in that part of the days. So we see how the family they would eventually end up, I believe, or part of the family would end up in Syria. I'm not too sure about the rest. Another descendant, the father of Rabbi Ezra Attiya, was Yitzchak, Rabbi Yitzchak, if I'm not mistaken. Very interesting. So a whole, let's just say, family tree maybe we could do on another occasion in regards to the famous great Attiya rabbinic family in of itself. I would recommend everyone to learn more within regards to them and learn more about the great rabbis of yesteryear. We've already covered videos pretty much of most of the rabbis that lived at that point in time, of Rav Yosef Caro and also of the Arizal. It's actually interesting that Rav Shem Tov Attiya was a Talmid also of Rav Yosef Caro, who happened to be the author of the Code of Jewish Law. Interesting enough. And his great descendants, who mentioned about the father of Rav Ezra Attiya, will become a great teacher, educator in Aleppo, respectively. So it was let's just say, a great line of Torah in of itself that actually saw brilliance within regards to the family. So I would recommend everyone to look more within regards to that time period. We're speaking over here about Rav Shem Tov Attiya, and please look over the videos that we did on Rav Yitzhak Luria, Rav Yosef Caro, we did Rav Chaim Vital. It happened to be Rabbi Chaim Vital's Hilula only a few days ago here from time recording. So we're not too sure the exact date when Rav Shem Tov Attiya had passed away. If anyone will know more information, we would appreciate it. Now, friends of the community here, we're learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please subscribe now. We're coming near to 7,000 subscribers. If you descend from any of the great Chachamim we are speaking about, please let me know. I would love to hear more information. If you feel anyone's interested in watching any of these videos of the biographies, of mini biographies of the great Chachamim of yesteryear, please share the videos to other people also. So wishing you well, subscribe, and take care. Thank you very much.